I've been talking a lot with my clients recently about listening. As a coach, it's one of the fundamental skills that I've developed over the years, but it's really interesting that so many people struggle with listening. And if you've had conversations with people, whether that be in business or in your personal lives, where somebody doesn't listen, it can be really frustrating. And actually, if you're trying to explain something and someone's not listening, it's even more difficult to maintain the conversation and keep things going. And I've looked at this a lot in the past and tried to figure out, what keeps people from listening. Well, the number one thing is themselves, ourselves, our constant distraction, our inability to focus and concentrate for long periods of time just stops us from listening and makes us tune out. And I've been doing some research on this just to satisfy my own curiosity. Yes, I am that I am that kind of geek. But there are three key factors that I think are really fascinating. The first is that we speak at somewhere between 125 and 175 words per minute. So that's the spoken word. We listen at about 450 words per minute. So isn't there an interesting disconnect there? We speak at one rate, listen at 3 times that rate. But the most interesting statistic is that we think at between 1 and 3,000 words per minute. So when you start doing the maths, it's no wonder we struggle to listen. It's a skill that you have to develop over time, and it takes practice. And as you can appreciate, you have to slow down your mind, slow down your inner voice and your ability to listen at higher speeds, because people can't physically speak at the rate we can listen or think. So we have to control ourselves, we have to practice patience, and I've always referred to it as this attitude of curiosity. We have to remain curious, and that curiosity is what really can engage you in listening. When you look at the evidence, it says that we only actually recall and take in, absorb, somewhere between 17 and 25% of what we hear, even when we're listening quite intently. So practicing your skills, your listening skills and your curiosity and attention skills is really important in every area of your life, because the number one reason that marriages fail is because the partner doesn't feel as if they're being listened to. Number one reason that marriages fail. And then finally, the number one kind of distraction on our time, and the percentage of time that we're distracted is up to 75%. For 75% of the time we are actually distracted. It won't surprise you to know that the number one cause of that distraction is technology nowadays. Technology, social media, phones, PCs, anything that connects us or could connect us with the outside world, but actually can do a really good job of distracting us. So today's insight is just about trying to get you to think. Start thinking about how well you listen. Start asking yourself about what you're recollecting from conversations. Are you actually tuning in when somebody's telling you something important? And if you are in a leadership position, cultivating this skill and listening to your people, having that dialogue and the patience to listen and understand is absolutely critical for building engagement and trust. And I'm going to repeat a statistic that you already know, but those teams that trust the leader are 12 times more engaged than those that don't. And that engagement leads to motivation and performance. It's a key indicator of performance. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you'd like to learn more about listening, or you'd like to hear any more from the Focus of Growth team, if you'd like to talk to us about how we can help you develop your own leadership skills, teams high performance skills, we'd be very happy to help. Please feel free to get in touch. I look forward to seeing you